moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First look now for Darrington Evans. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson now. That's complete to his running back, Evans.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Steps away to his left. He's going deep for Brown, and that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. A first down throw from Mayfield. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
Jackson.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Taken down at the 40.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains.
And an Eagle first down.
On the ground, it's Evans. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
The tackle.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
To number 43.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
2 yards.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. It has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 2, here's Jackson. That's complete, right around the 8. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Okay, cool. You can sell that seat.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Cardinals nothing. Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Mayfield now. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a run with Evans. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Tackle made by Chase Young.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd and 9. Jackson buying time to his left. Evans has it left side. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
16 yards. First down.
They'll run here with Evans. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down now, it's Evans. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there for the Eagles on third down. 43 yards. They'll run on first down with Evans. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Take it in at the 22. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Damon Arnett on the cover.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson being chased out left. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He's going to look deep down the field, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That's taken on the 25. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 2nd and a couple, Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
They'll run out of the gun with Evans. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll go right back to Evans. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll look to run with Evans. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown,
Darrington Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Let's go, D.
On 2nd down, it's Murray. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mic. Push him back. Push him back. Jam, 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 jam. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Evans, and they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there, just like last play.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on first down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run with Evans. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
The ball carrier brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 4. And
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Evans. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? They ought to put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here's Jackson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Here's Evans. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll go again here with Evans. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darrington Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Cardinals 0.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Mayfield sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Here we go. 34 is the mic. 34 is the mic. Run. It's a party now.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. He changed name. How about your respect? Get it more than when I get expected at the back. In fact,
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 29, Jackson forced out to his left. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Evans. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Evans, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That's the reason these balls
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's final.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton.